Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into another Supatease video. And the player base is in an uproar as another upheaval of class changes has hit Dragonflight. Some very big buffs and some very massive nerfs for a lot of classes. So let's cover the changes and trying to anticipate some of the implications of them towards all aspects of World of Warcraft. If you do want to stay up to date with news and changes and entertainment related to WoW, then do make sure to hit the subscribe button, as I am doing my best to be an excellent resource for you on my long-term goal of making it to 100,000 subscribers, and your support is greatly appreciated. So right off the rip here on the top, Demon Hunters, you've been hitting the chopping block. Seems like time and time again. Chaos Strike and Annihilation damage has been reduced by 5%. First Blood damage bonus reduced to 75% of your attack power, down from 85%. But your Inner Demon damage has been increased by 25%. And your Inner Demon talent has fixed a bug that prevented Inner Demon damage from being increased from your Mastery or your Demon Soul effects. And it does seem like there is a lot of bugs from whatever I've seen from a lot of players, like talent's not working properly, wrong interaction. So hopefully we'll continue to see updates like this that are bug fix related to try and get everything up on par, but some very minor nerfs with a little bit of a reallocation, potentially Inner Demon being a lot more desirable. For Beast Mastery Hunter, we are seeing War Orders now granting Barb Shot at a 25 to 50% chance to reset the cooldown of Kill Command down from 50 to 100%. I played a bit of Beast Mastery on Dragonflight. I was playing this Kill Command build specifically, so this is pretty hefty nerf towards my build that I was playing. Healing done to your pets from Men Pet or Exhilaration no longer grants any healing to the hunters from Leech. That seems like a really big bug to pick. Lowering the survivability of the hunter is what that seems like. For Marksmanship Hunter, we're seeing corrected an issue where Chimera Shot had 2 chances to proc Lethal Shot's talent. Okay, that seems really big. That's a bit, and they've reduced the damage of Aim Shot by 15%. Rip to Marksmanship Hunters. Windwalkers, finally. Hallelujah. I don't know how many people have been getting one-shot by Windwalker monks, but the nerfs are here, and they seem to be very big. Fist of Fury damage reduced by 20%. Rising Sun Kick reduced by 20%. Mrs. Windwalker took a Rising Sun Kick straight to their own butt. Blackout Kick damage reduced by 10%. Storm, Earth, and Fire damage transfer reduced by 6.6, repeating, of course, percent. Serenity, this is some sort of math joke. Serenity causes the monk to deal 15% increased damage, down from 20%. Invoke Zwen duration has been nerfed to 20 seconds from 24. Shadowboxing treads increases the damage of Blackout Kick from 10% down from 20. And there was a lot of modifiers towards Blackout Kick, so this is going to be bringing down their power quite a bit. Teachings of the Monastery now causes Blackout Kick to have a 12% chance to reset the remaining cooldown of Rising Sun Kick down from 15. I don't feel like that's that big of a deal since you're getting so many of them anyways duplicated. Fury of Zwen haste bonus has been reduced to 5% from 8. Whirling Dragon Punch has been nerfed by 10%. Forbidden Technique now causes Touch of Death to deal 20% increased damage, down from 40%, in addition to its current effects. And Rushing Jade Wind damage has been reduced by 10%. Zwen's Battle Gear now causes Rising Sun Kick critical strikes to reduce the cooldown of Fist of Fury by 4 seconds, down from 5. And when Fist of Fury ends, the critical strike chance of Rising Sun Kick is now increased by 40%, down from 50. And the developer notes read, Windwalker monks are dealing too much damage across the board. As a result, we've reduced the damage of most Chi Spenders, Spinning Crane Kick, and recently improved Strike of the Windlord, being the notable exceptions. Reduced the throughput of major cooldowns, Storm, Earth, and Fire, Serenity, and Invoke Zwen, and reduce the effect of some powerful talents with the goal of preserving build parity after these changes. I see this a lot. Build parity. There's still going to be a best build. Even if it's only like 1% or 2%, there's still going to be a best build. So I'm not sure if that's really going to be doing that. But bringing down the power of it as it was overperforming in all aspects of the game, I think is going to make a lot of sense. And we'll continue down with even more changes. Priest. Oh no, they nerfed it. No, not my disc priest, not my disco. Don't touch my disco ball. What did you do to my disc priest? Crystalline Reflection reflects 6 to 12% damage absorbed. Was 10 and 20. Oh, I loved my Powered Shield build. They're gutting my Powered Shield. Mind Games damage has been reduced for Shadow and Holy. And Mind Games damage has been reduced for disc by 50%. Is this even going to be usable in PvP? After that, that's a huge nerf. I mean, I know for atonement healing, like this has been a big deal for disc for a while, but in PvE, but like that's a big nerf in PvP. For Disc Priest specifically, Powered Radiance applies Atonement at 50% of his duration down from 60. Powered Radiance healing has been buffed by 30%. Ultimate Radiance increases the healing of Powered Radiance by 100% down from 150. Oh, it's because they nerfed the talent. They're buffing the baseline, nerfing the talents. Maybe so the talent doesn't feel mandatory. Evangelism is going to a 3-minute cooldown up for 1.5. I'm never taking that. I was already never going to take that, but I'm really never taking that. Light's Wrath damage getting buffed by 25%. We like Light's Wrath from Legion, the big ball of light that just destroys people. And Light's Wrath gains 6% damage per ally affected by Atonement was 10%. Ooh, so buffing its base damage, but nerfing this effect based on its Atonement. So then maybe in small group content it's a little bit better. Hard to say what's going on with Disc Priest here. I was already not going to take this, at least in PvP, right? I can see some PvE priests probably also maybe saying that they're not taking this because it's 3-minute cooldown now. But we'll have to wait and see. This nerf to Mind Games is a big deal. It's rearrangement of Radiance healing. I'm not sure if it's going to really matter too much. Now for Holy Priest, Renew healing has been reduced by 5%, Prayer of Mending by 5%, Flash Heal 5%, Heal 5%, Prayer of Healing 5%, Holy Word Sanctify 5%, Serenity 5%, just every ability you have. Circle of Healing 5%, Cosmic Ripple 5%, Divine Hymn 5%, Divine Word Sanctuary 5%, Holy Word Salvation. So there's a 5% nerf. I don't know why they didn't just do what they did with Shamans with this to make it, not as much text, but something in there didn't get nerfed. For the Holy Priests out there, what spell did they not nerf by 5%? Let us know in the comments down below, because that's the challenge to know. That just seems like everything. Oh, Shadow Priests. Ooh, look at you guys go. Look at this here. Look at you. We saw Holy Priest get nerfed by 5% on everything. You're getting buffed by 10% on everything. Shadow Word Pain 10%, Mind Blast damage 10%, Inescapable Torment, I don't know what that is honestly, by 10%, Shadow Word Death by 10%, Vampiric Touch by 10%, Mind Spike by 10%, Mind Flay, Devouring Plague, Mind Seer, Shadow Apparition, Void Torrent, Shadow Crash, Idol of N'Zoth, Echoing Void, Idol of Yogg-Saron's Things from Beyond, Dark Void, Unfurling Darkness, Void Eruption, Void Bolt, Void Tendrils Mind Flay, and Void Lasher's Mind Seer, all buffed by 10%. Shadow Priest, very happy with this, I would imagine, right now. Although maybe for Shadow Priest veterans, you're not very happy with your class overall, like the way that it feels. I feel like there's been mixed feelings for Shadow Priest. If not, maybe more leaning towards negative. Let us know in the comments down below for your class design overall. But in terms of getting buffs, you can't really complain here. For Rogue, ambush damage is being buffed by 20%. And I'm thinking of Wrath of the Lich King when I read that, and that doesn't seem necessary, but I don't know so much. Potentially trying to lead towards more ambush build options, maybe for something like Outlaw even specifically, or just trying to get it more usable maybe. Rupture damage increased by 5%. They really like 5s today. Everything's divisible by 5. Assassination is getting a Garrote buff, a Mutilate buff, a Death Mark buff. So 5% for Mutilate and Garrote, 15% for Death Mark, and Amplifying Poison is going to be Mutilate damage bonus increase to 35%, up from 30. Scent of Blood, maximum agility bonus increased to 24%, up from 15. So Assassination getting buffed overall. Subtlety also getting buffed. Backstab damage, Eviscerate, Shadow Strike, Gloom Blade, Secret Technique, and has been buffed by 5%. And your Deepening Shadows cooldown reduction per combo point has been increased to 0.7 seconds, up from 0.6. I think it got nerfed to 0.6, so this is still a nerf from what it originally was. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. For Elemental Shaman, oh goody, look at you guys. 10% lightning bolt damage, 10% chain lightning damage, 18% lava burst damage, 10% flame shock, 10% frost shock, 10% LE blast, 10% lava beam, 10% earthquake, 10% earth shock, 10% ice fury, 10% liquid magma totem, 10% fire blast, and your primal fire elementals meteor damage has been increased, and your primal elementals immolate damage has been increased. LE Shamans, rejoice. Enhancement Shaman, all of your abilities have been reduced by 25%. I don't know why they didn't just do that. You got paragraph after paragraph after paragraph of these buffs, but this poor Enhancement Shaman out here got one line. You guys must have messed up big. I don't know what you're doing wrong in PvE to get a 25% nerf across the board. I played my Enhance in PvP. This did not feel necessary. I think my Enhancement Shaman is a potato in PvP now, other than LE Blast, and even LE Blast probably not very good now either. So this is very troubling. Very, very, very troubling. Affliction. There are going to be some PvP nerfs in here because I've been seeing these Affliction locks just completely destroying everything. And I don't think so. Fixed an issue where Malefic Affliction would be removed if another Warlock applied Malefic Affliction. Okay. Vile Taint now applies Curse of Exhaustion with a 6-second duration down from 12, and Sacrilash's Dark Strike now extends curses by 0.2 to 0.4, down from 0.5 to 1. So kind of a nerf, some bug fixes. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for Affliction. Demonology. What do you know, Demo Warlocks? You're still here, and you're getting buffed. Immolation damage increased. Implosion damage, increased by 25%. Bile Scourge Bombers damage increased by 20%. Hand of Gul'dan damage increased by 35%. Guillotine's Fell Explosion damage increased by 25%. And Guillotine's Fell Explosion radius is now 8 yards up from 4. Vile Fiend getting buffed by 20%. Grimoire Felguard damage getting buffed by 20%. Annihilin Training now increases the damage of your Felguard by 20% up from 10. Wild Imps now have a 15 to 30% chance to become an Imp Gang boss. Up from 5 to 10%. Imp Gang bosses now deal 50% increased damage, was 20%. It's really strange to me that like these are it says pre-patch changes at the top, but like why are you changing stuff that's only going to exist for like such a small amount of time? Like this has to be changes that stay in the future, right? If not, you might better make sure you're subscribed to find out, because this seems like a big deal right now. Imp Gang boss is going to be doing 50% increased damage up from 20. Pit Lord damage is going to be increased by 25%. And your Demonic Tyrant is going to be doing 10% more damage. For Destruction, your Rolling Havoc now lasts 6 seconds up from 5. And your Madness of the Ajikir now lasts 5 seconds up from 4. Certainly not as generous as Demonology. So really big buffs for Demolock, Elemental Shaman, Rogues, Shadow Priests. Some pretty hefty nerfs for Windwalker, big nerfs for Enhancement Shaman. Unfortunately, some minor nerfs for Demon Hunter overall. Again, these changes, they say the pre-expansion patch. So I'm going to be logging onto the Dragonflight beta very frequently. Going to be releasing some videos of like should you main, a lot of gameplay oriented videos, so that you can kind of like see what's going on with it before you pick your class and commit to something that maybe you don't even really think that you'll end up liking. You'll have a better idea of what's going on, so you're not just walking blindly into that decision by subscribing to the channel and watching those videos. But other than that, that is going to conclude today's update. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.